Welcome to Kill Team Casuals, a podcast all about Kill Team filmed in 3 different time zones by 3 different gents. If you're a first-time listener, please listen to any other episode. In this one, we have all the technical difficulties. Enjoy.
Well, we're here apparently, but we're not there. Oh God, you can hear it. Oh good God. I fixed us. Oh, it's happening live. Ben's here. Wait, so now the chat's telling me that the other 2 are silent, so I don't get why that's happening. Oh no, so everyone hasn't heard anything except me. This makes it even funnier. Yes, for the entire...
What's up, nerds?
Oh God! Right. Hey, welcome everyone to the show. It's 3 Swoon here. I'm going to say a big welcome to Russ from GFN Gaming, who's down below me now. He's shifted. He's down there. There he is.
You may or may not be able to hear me. If you can't hear me, I may be a robot. I'm still going to juggle this. Hello, up to Ben, my buddy from Battle Brothers Tabletop.
Hello, gentlemen. Welcome. I'm sitting in traffic, and this is the best I can do. I got my boba. You got your bunda. And we got Rhys from Down Under. It's a party.
Oh, the bunda, the boba, the Down Under.
Hey. Oh man, I'm so excited. We've got the trio back. We have the original Momoa back. He's come back from KTO, living in a mansion and a giant tent as well. You were mansion adjacent, weren't you?
Oh, yep. It was man-jacent for sure. Yep. And I'll tell you what, because of the podcast, I counted 4 times. 4 times this week. And so last year, when people would bump into me or say hi, they'd be like, "Hi, my name is, Mr. Jonathan, and I like Kill Team." But this year, 4 times I heard, "Wait, is that Jason Momoa?" from like over my shoulder or something. That was the greeting for this year. It's hilarious.
I thought you were going to say someone threw a shit sandwich at you. We're like, "Oh, look, he's over there. And I'm going to throw this shit sandwich over to Ben."
No, so shout out to everybody. I don't know how much longer I can hop in here, but shout out to everybody at KTO who's a listener of the pod. Special shout out to Jaime, a lovely dude named Jaime was in my narrative campaign, and he's a big fan of KTC. And he was a lovely guy to play. He played 10 Gene Stealers. So Russ, he was repping your list.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Dig it.
And we actually got to play because day 1 we had a drop, and a truck almost hit me. So I had to jump in and play with my legionary. Yeah, I had to play with my legionaries, and so we got to play. That was wonderful.
Nice. That's unreal. And how was the whole? What we'll use you why we've got you. We're gonna squeeze as much out of you while we've got you on the commute. How was the whole event? Was it everything you hoped, dreamed? How did the narrative stuff go? I heard you had a special video guest at one point as well.
We did. Yeah, we had Russ. Russ dropped in at Kill Team After Dark. And Sheldon dropped that bomb on us, and it was a special evening of Russ. I don't know how many people got it, but for those of us who did get it, it was wonderful. It was a special little treat. A lot of people were so confused. It was very fitting, like it was very Kill Team casual style of just not a lot of people getting it, but it was wonderful for those who did.
I don't know what you mean by it was very Kill Team casual. We're very organized here. People always know the rules when we play games, especially our guests. We do such a good job of briefing our guests before they arrive to play our games.
I don't know if I've told you, Ben. I have R4K. Andre has helped. I say helped me. He's basically done it. We've rewritten the rules for Legions of Russ, so they're a lot more Kill Teamy. And they're simpler now. I'm excited to reveal a Legions of Rust that will hopefully make sense score-wise. Very excited.
I'm so excited.
I think that's what's been holding me back this season, that's for sure, is probably myself not understanding the score, and I think that's held me back. So this should be...
I think that might be it. That might be it.
Yeah. And also shout out to Andrew, or Drew B in Discord.
The terrain stunt.
Yeah, the terrain master. whoop, my phone's about to fall. I'll just hold it. That's safe, right? And he won the narrative campaign overall.
Hey, nice.
He either went undefeated or came very close to being undefeated. And this is like the Blair Witch Project right now, shaky all over the place. Yeah, we had a great time. The narrative event was a huge success. Everybody had just a wonderful time. I was real nervous going in because I've never TO'd an event. And in narrative events, I underestimated how much it takes to front load, because especially like all the missions were sort of custom scenarios, and so writing custom rules. And so in case I have to leave, I do want to give a huge shout out to a few people. I don't want to forget anybody because I wasn't planning on doing this, but a huge shout out to two guys on a podcast. They do a podcast about Kill Team. What are their names? Hold on. Similar. It's Jace and Sean from Once Upon a Kill Team. Yeah, big thanks to those guys for helping me out. They really helped me flesh things out, provided so much guidance along the way, and probably the best Kill Team podcast out there. Big thanks to I almost forgot. So sorry, gentlemen, I almost forgot. Big thanks to Travis from the Brooklyn Rats. He was also very helpful, and I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Somebody else. Or the guys at Warpfire. Yeah, thank you to the guys at Warpfire for providing tons of poxwalkers and stuff like that for the campaign. So yeah, great time. Anybody else? If I'm forgetting anybody, it's because I'm in the car on the way home. But thanks to anybody else who've helped me prepare for the event. So
no doubt. Cool. No, let's just move on.
Great time.
Let's just move on.
Let's move on quickly. It's
for the best if we just mosey on.
Sure.
And how was the competitive
Let's mosey on.
There were surprises I'm sure a lot of people have been talking about it. Glass has done a video, but a surprise winner of the shebang-a-bang.
Oh my flipping goodness. Yeah. Custodes, what the flip-flop, gentlemen? Legionaries almost took it.
Ooh.
Shane from Command Point, lovely guys. I stayed in an Airbnb with Andy, Shane, Ryan, Steve, and Giacomo from the Squad Games podcast, Dakota and his crew. Giacomo's great. Giacomo and I had a great time.
Oh, to be a fly on the wall in that household. Watch out.
Yeah, we had a great time, and just wild, guys. What do you think, Custodes? Apparently, Custodes are broken on Into the Dark.
Yeah, this was shocked because the last time I played Custodes was a friend of mine. He plays Custodes in Big Boy and Kill Team, and I must admit I hate them all the time anyway, because they do always just feel like that team. It's like, I'm going to do this, and they go, nah, on a 2+ you don't do that. But I know at the competitive level, they'd gone radio silent. So it's kind of like someone's cracked the code and gone, you know what? I'm onto something here. And I like that. I like the surprise game break, if you will.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Time for another nerf.
Yeah. They just got back and now win one tournament, and you're like, back down you go.
One too many for the Golden Boys. Time for another one model Kill Teams next.
You know what's funny? The guy who won, I believe his name is James Kelly. He didn't bring enough Custodes to run 4 Custodes. Like I think legend goes, he forgot to bring a 4th one, and so he had to run 2 and 5 the whole way through.
Oh wow! So it wasn't even like a.
Yeah, he brought 3. He brought 3 Custodes with him. Yeah, interesting. But yeah,
I don't know if this legend of the sport ever transferred over to the States and the UK, but we call that here doing a Bradbury, and it was like this Aussie speed skater made it to the finals of the speed skating at the Winter Olympics, because in his heat everyone fell over and he won. And he ends up in the final for the gold. Everybody fell over, and he won the gold.
Oh, I love it.
I feel like there's a little bit of a Bradbury about this, that this guy just let everyone else fall over. He's like, I'm just going to be there. I'm going to be at the final. And if you guys fall over, that's on you. I'm just going to
casually skating behind everyone. And
And that guy to this day is a national treasure. And it is a mark of respect to do a Bradbury that you just let every other high achiever just F themselves over. Oh, there you go. For those wanting it, Lapscallion has shared the video in the chat. Because Lapscallion gets it. He knows what's up.
He knows what's going down.
Yeah, so Nurgle Legionaries almost won. I believe they placed second. Oh, yeah, that was Shane.
They're still great.
Yeah,
I think so. I could be talking out of my butt right now, but I'm pretty sure Shane's Legionaries took second.
Okay.
And it was Nurgle, was it? He was definitely Nurgle. No one, because I heard you obviously hear good things about Slanesh as well, but I've never seen them be run.
Yeah, I know he had a one Slanesh tribe talent on his roster.
Okay, yeah, because that for the sneaky, that's the
to get there faster.
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah, I don't want to share his secrets. He did share the forbidden knowledge with me, but I don't want to. There's some spicy stuff there that I don't want to share.
Shane in the chat, second by one tactical point, one tac op point.
Is Shane in there?
Yeah, we've got Shane CS in the chat. So there you go. It's happening live. Shane?
Yeah, so I don't want to share. I don't want to share his spicy secrets, but
we'll save his spices. That's for him to once he's dominated the world and righted this wrong, he can continue.
Yes,
going to take the magic.
Once he's played them so well, they get nerfed and they're no longer useful. He'll be like, "This is what I did," and now no one will be able to recreate my magic. Smart, I like it. That's the play.
Was there, apart from Custodes, was there any other surprise teams that you were like, wow, someone apart from, and obviously not in the narrative, 10 Genestealer narrative is top tier as far as I'm concerned, but any other
I love a 10 Genestealer team.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, over in the narrative side of things, Star Striders had a very strong showing, and that's what Andrew K won with. They were sort of purpose built. They had some really great tools because the zombies, the poxwalkers, would spawn in little clumps, and they can just call those airstrikes down and just kind of chew through them.
Nice,
yeah. And they had some really fun like narrative bits and stories going on over there. But other than that, Custodes, pardon me, was the main upset. Yeah, very cool to see. And so I would guess from now on we will see mixed tournaments going forward, mixed terrain.
Yeah, to break
open into the dark. Was this just into the dark? Was it?
Yeah, straight up into the dark.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm going to one in March that's going to be a mix, apparently, like mainly open, but
okay.
Like the idea is you'll do 3 open and 1 into the dark, which I like. I like that mix. That's quite cool. And so you got to have a team that can do both, but predominantly it'll be open, I think, is how the plan is. So
interesting.
Find yourself a team that can do both. I like that. That's a life lesson, right?
Yeah.
I'm just going to take the team that I was going to take, so.
Which would be Custodes, right? Apparently Custodes. Yeah. You've been looking at him for a while, though. Not yeah.
No, I'm still going blooded. I'm all in blooded at the moment.
Yeah. I think Blooded had a good showing as well. I think Blooded made top 10, maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
that was
nice.
Cool to see. And then one thing that everybody's talking about is with the new Critical Ops pack, we had a bunch of I think a lot of, if it wasn't a lot of ties, it was a lot of very high scoring games, like 20 to 19, 20 to 18. And so people are thinking, man, are these too easy to score or something? I don't know. That's always been my problem. They're just too easy. It's too easy
to score points. What am I going to do with all these points, guys?
Too easy to max. I think they are easier though, for sure.
That's why you were the TO, because you're too good at winning, Ben. They had to make mate. You can run it.
They had to cage me up. They had to lock me up, or else it just wouldn't have been fair to anybody.
We can't nerf the king, so we just take him out of the game. Shane in the chats just told us it was 2 blooded in top 10, Russ. So you're onto something.
Ooh.
2 blooded.
I mean, they were probably played by top 10 players.
Also,
and I think my main issue is that I'm like a top 457th player. So I'm probably not, but we'll see how it goes.
You'll find out soon.
I can learn from these good players and do okay. Yeah.
I just like being just the psychic energy of all those players, I felt like upped my game a little bit. Just I got to like siphon into just all the psychic competitive energy. I was like, ooh, I feel like I could go win a tournament somewhere. Yeah.
Just absorbing it from the other room like an evil overlord, like hands outstretched, kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, just like the Emperor. Yeah, just like Emperor Palpatine. Just
Yeah. Do it.
So was there any highlights apart from the games? What was the highlight of the weekend, Ben? Anything else you loved or surprised you? Because obviously this is year 2. This is the
year 2.
2.0.
Yeah.
What was bigger and better this year?
Oh man, well the mansion was great. Food was great. Orion Wilfong. You may recognize him as the guy who won was the U.S. Open or U.S. Championship or whatever it was with Gellerpox. He didn't play. He's an executive chef at this mansion. They hold a lot of weddings there, so he cooked like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah, and some of those meals were included with the ticket. Some you had to buy, but it was like still better than prices were better than leaving and going out, and the food was just immaculate, just delicious. There's a chicken tikka masala situation, and Indian food's my favorite thing in the world. And so that was delicious. So the food was great. But one of my favorite moments for me in the narrative, because the narrative was just so much fun. There's belly laughs all over the place. There was just a great time. I had one Vet Guard team that was proxied, that was like used proxies for an Inquisitor team, and then we had a Star Striders team. And they were fighting off, and turn 1, because the Gellerpox, the Nurgle spirit had tainted the machine spirits. So doors are opening and closing at random times, and so doors opens up a shot for Star Striders to get a big blast attack off turn 1, blast them to hell, and then they decide, you know what? Hey, actually, let's join forces, and since I'm an Inquisitor and you're a Star Strider. Are you sure you want to shoot again? Because maybe we'll have to reassess your warrant of trade and narratively. And so they joined forces and fought off the zombies together, which was
that's just really fun.
Collusion. Yeah. I love it. That's
class.
Don't worry about those 8 poor henchmen that you just annihilated. Forget about it. They're disposable. Let's make it.
Yeah. And then a great game was between Andrew and Eric. Shout out to Eric, another one of my buds, and so he's a Kill Team Casuals dude as well. And I met him last year, but didn't really get to hang out with him last year, but got to hang out with him a lot this year. And he was playing Intercession, piloting an Intercession team, and did very well as well. It came to like a big deciding game came down to Andrew and Eric, and Andrew ended up taking it. But oh man, it was a great game, so close. But the zombies really threw, because they're like, we had a couple really good competitive players, like Mark Garrett. His name is Would It Kill You to Lift on Discord.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Competitive player, but he jumped in, and so we really had like a bunch of like really great players. That normally you'd see in the competitive side of things playing, and so it was just tons of fun, guys. I was super worried, but it was tons of fun, and it was just a great time. You guys, where were you guys? You guys didn't get my invite?
My ticket took me to Albuquerque for some reason.
Okay. That was on purpose.
Yeah.
I waited outside my house for the limo you promised me you were sending.
Didn't show up.
Didn't show up.
Nah.
4 hours, and it rained. And you were like, make sure you're outside, because he's going to call you, like he'll have a little plaque. And I was like, I'll be there, bud. I'll be there.
Sitting
4 hours.
Your fishing rod and your sleeping bag on the front door.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
I'll check up on that, fellas. Don't worry, I'll check up on that.
So now you've come back from KTO, Ben. Is there anything that you've been inspired? Obviously, we know you're always working on your Red Corsairs. Is there anything you're inspired to work on? Did anyone's teams or creativity inspire you to do something new when you got home?
Not particularly. There was some really cool stuff.
No one inspired me.
Move on. Next question.
Yeah, none of it was as good as mine. But just seeing everybody's really cool teams and stuff. I'm really excited to get to work on my Hand of Archon kill team, the Drakari.
Yes.
I got the boss. I got the box, and they're the team that I think I'm really interested in. Is the Drukhari.
Everyone's got the box apart from me,
Even
and I
got
actually
it.
pre-ordered it. Rhys has got. Goddamn, Rhys has got the box.
I killed the guy, but I
just got Warhammer Plus in where Rhys lives, and he's got his pre-order, and I'm still waiting. And I live in like 2 hours from Nottingham. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
2 hours from
Nottingham. You can literally just walk down the road and be like, "Oi, can I have one?"
I can hop in a car, go down and be like, "How, hey man, what's going on? Where's me box set?" And then nip home, but I've got to wait.
Your house is just surrounded by the plastic smog haze of the factories of Gamesworkshop.
I could have hopped on a flight, gone to Australia, picked up a box set, and come back.
I think I Kill Team Open, Dakota ended up going home with 2 boxes of the new Soul Shackle.
Well, there's Russ's.
Yeah.
There's Russ's copy.
Maybe you should hit up Dakota. Lester's Workshop. Yeah.
I got mine in Albuquerque, Russ, if that helps, while I was there. After Ben's flight had sent me to Albuquerque. I was like, while I'm here, I may as well.
This?
Are you guys excited with the terrain? How do we feel about the fact that there was breachable walls, then they took that away, now they've made actual plastic breachable walls?
We were right. Do you remember when we called this?
Yeah.
A melter. We were like, melter this.
Yeah. We called this AP2 weapons. We called this before the first box dropped. We were talking about it.
They watched the show. Games Workshop.
Obviously, they're listening.
Yeah,
obviously they're listening. Yeah, you're welcome, guys. Royalty checks on the way, I'm sure.
To be fair.
I still feel a bit shortchanged the fact, though, that it is only certain walls. I love the chaos of just being able to torch all walls. I hate that it has to be, I can't picture being on a Space Hulk and there being walls with preset cardboard cutouts that you could just sort of punch through.
Yeah.
I feel it's a little bit naffy.
Just
a melter like X.
Yeah.
This wall.
Melter
X
here.
this wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a melter like shooting and overwatching, like taking out 8 walls in a game.
It's just
be madness.
Open board by the end of Turning Point 2. No cover.
That would be amazing.
It's fine.
Like a dark lance just going, or like a blaster just going straight through the map. Like an infinite range melting gun just being like, I'm going to shoot this way. Bang. Everyone in a line. To be fair, if you can melt through like a bulkhead of a Space Hulk, you should be able to melt through a Kroot, right? Like, it should be like a line weapon. It should be like, draw a line. Everything you hit is hit. Like, so you can line up and go, okay, so I'm going to hit 4 people if I go here. Guess I'm doing that then and just melt it through like 5 operatives.
I reckon
it does make a lot of sense.
I reckon when the squats come in, they will do that. I reckon that'll be the short boys because they've got a few weapons that do that in Big Boy 40K. They do the big weapons. So
really?
Yeah. So maybe that'll be a sneak peek that the sneaky squat boys will be.
Feels game-breakingly good.
Yeah.
You know what else it's called? It was a couple of weeks ago, but talking about the space cops. I was like, hey, I bet they're gonna have stun all over the place.
You did the crazy. Yeah.
Called it.
Yeah.
Called it.
Stun all over and they can arrest people. I love that they can arrest people.
We just have our finger right on the pulse. Right on the pulse of Kill Team.
Around and up. Wherever
up under.
Up and under. We're playing it up.
So hey, I don't wanna wreck the show. I can stick around for maybe 1 Legions of Russ. Do you guys want to do a Legion of Russ?
If we've got you, let's do it. Let's do it. We'll do it live.
Let's play it up inside itself. We're doing it live.
We'll only say this once. It's finally time for Legions of Russ.
I had to remember where I played it up over, and then I had to remember because there's all these new setups because we got new frames. And now they're all messed up again. I've pressed the wrong one. There it is.
Is it a picture? Have we got the picture of the dog again? Is it just the dog?
I can't wait to watch this back.
I love that I want the dog to show up.
I feel like
all the
my
time.
dad using his phone. This is good practice. Let's do it.
Welcome to Legions of Russ. So I want to, at the top of the episode, I'm going to do a huge thank you to R4K on Discord, or Andre. I always say your name wrong. I'm really sorry. Andrej, I think that's how you say it. But he gave me a better way of scoring Legions of Russ that mirrors Kill Team scoring systems. So we do. Pardon me. I'm gonna have to.
Oh, robot cough.
Thanks for muting that. Thanks for muting that. Good job on the mute button.
Yeah.
Did I not mute it?
No, not at all.
I thought I muted it. No, I did.
If anything, it got louder. It got louder, if anything.
Am I muted now?
No.
Was I muted then? It's not. It doesn't mute at all.
Your mic's gone rogue.
Anyway.
You're the rogue robot today.
Well, apologies for coughing. I'll mute it in post. So, new rules. So we're going to up the maximum scoring to 4 victory points, but because it makes it clearer. So you have 4 objectives that you can complete during Legions of Russ. The first partial guess gets 1 victory point. If the partial guess was without clues, that's an extra victory point. If you do the completion guess, that's a victory point. And if you do a full guess without clues, that's an extra victory point. So, a partial guess, you get a victory point. If you got that partial guess without clues, you get 2 victory points. And then we'll move on to clues, and a completion guess gets an additional. So if there's clues, you get. I think it just makes more sense. It's just easier. It's a little simpler, I think.
I love this. Yeah. Does this mean we're closing out this past season of Legions of Russ?
We're in season 3. Why the hell not? This is episode 1. No, let's not. Because then I feel like Rhys has been robbed here if we just close it off because he's losing. So we're not going to go straight into season 3. But we're rounded. This is halfway through season 2,
I have
and we've changed the rules.
Legions of Russ technique on the old rule set. I've perfected it.
I don't know, Rhys. I kind of want to call it, but I understand if you don't. We'll let the chat decide.
What? No, you know what? If it's new rules, it's a new season. You can't change the rules halfway through a season. I'm happy to call it only because I think last season was a write-off. It was a rebuild for me. I'm hoping to rebuild through the draft.
Okay.
Let's do it. It's season 3.
Let's call it. We're in season 3. Ben got the belt, and we're in season 3, and we're brand new. So
we need to get one of those boards, where you do you engrave the season 1 champion, season
like a belt
with
different diamonds on it.
Season 2 champ, Ben Campbell, baby.
Let's move on quickly from that.
Ben Campbell.
So Big Papa Pump.
Stop moving fast. Stop moving fast.
Okay, so gentlemen. We're in season 3 of Legions of Russ. So, we have a special start to this season. I'm shaking it up once more, and we are going for guard regiments.
Oh, what?
I know.
What?
No one is safe. No! Unfortunately not, I'm afraid. But keep those guard hats on. We are in new territory here, folks. You know what? I looked at them and there's loads of them. So I thought, why the hell not? So, as always, if you're at home, if you're in the chat, your name is your buzzer. So shout it out loud and then come in with your guess. And like I say, try and remember the new scoring system. First partial guess gets a victory point. If it was without clues, that's 2 victory points, baby. And a completion guess gets you another victory point, or 1 victory point if you didn't get the first ones. And obviously, if a full guess, so like a snipe out of the gate, you would get an extra victory point. So if you snipe it, that's 4 victory points these days. So a snipe is pretty impressive these days. But I wrote these ones, and I don't think there's a chance in hell you're going to snipe them. But we'll see. This is the maddest drivel I've ever written, and that says something. So let's move in to the first Legions of Russ,
Oh, and
season 3.
I've just hit in chat, but we're encouraging chat to play along as well.
Yes.
We'll announce our.
I'm going to try. Yeah, I'm going to try and nip into the chat and see when chat destroys you guys, because it happens. But you guys still guess regardless. But I will award victory points to the chat at the same time. So, but just to clarify, this isn't the Rhys versus the people as we've been having in the past. This isn't Rhys versus the people, but feel free to guess. I do like a Rhys versus the people.
There's been some really tough cases.
Because the people are great. The people are great. Let's be fair. Okay. So, Ben, how you doing, buddy?
Oh man, I'm ready to rock and roll. Feeling good.
Ready
Season
to
2
rock
champ.
and roll.
Ready to go.
Ooh. Did you win season 1 as well? Sorry, Rhys, if this is a painful memory.
I did. I won season 1.
Did you? Oh yeah, of course, because you were
By 1 point. By 1 point. By how many points? By 1 point.
It was like a half point or something. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is good.
I think it came down to what? A tiebreaker? Oh yeah, it came down to a tiebreaker. That's right. Yeah.
Nobody's-
And what did this
nobody's
season come down
scoring
to?
this.
This
I
season
will
came
not
down
be
to
spoken down to
a landslide.
recording
yeah,
his
landslide. I think
car.
it's a landslide.
Okay, I will not be
It's a
spoken.
landslide.
Landslide. Ooh. Ben the Landslide Campbell. Rhys, how you doing, buddy?
I mean, emotionally a bit distraught, but I'm optimistic about the future.
Okay, I'm done.
That's your entrance song
Okay.
now. The landslide.
Like a stone. Okay. We're in. Is everyone ready? Okay.
Ready.
So
Sorry, gentlemen. Yes.
These Gretchen killers fire a 47. How does that start? Sounds like that film from the 80s about the man with the Cyclops mate who threw a glaive around. Plus, it protects your brain, which is good because Kane's wrestling brother has cloned himself, and now they're both coming to get you. Does anyone want to try and snipe that? I will read it slower,
Yes, please.
but it's kind of nuts. These Gretchen killers fire a 47. How does that start again? Sounds like that film from the 80s about the man with the Cyclops mate who threw a glaive around. Plus, it protects your brain, which is good because Kane's wrestling brother has cloned himself, and now they're both coming to get you.
Okay, I don't think I got anything. I'm gonna go Ben. Oh, sorry, Rhys. I think you said your name first.
No,
I
I
think you
didn't
said
actually
Ben
say
first.
it. You got me.
I didn't say Ben. I don't think I said
Oh,
Ben.
Please. I was just going to guess Undertakers for the end.
It's not.
Okay.
It's
You're not super far away. You're in the very much the right ballpark, but it's slightly different.
Okay. Oh, we lost Ben. Good. This is my chance.
sorry.
Oh no, he's back.
Ben. I don't think this is it, but I think I'm close. Venerable.
It's not, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I know part of that is correct. I think.
No,
No.
I don't think so. Sorry.
Hey, that was a good guess. That was a good guess.
I'll tell you what, it's got the same mouthfeel as Venerable. How's that?
Oh,
I'll meet you less than halfway.
Russ, you misunderstood.
Okay.
He's telling you it's correct. Okay. Yeah.
Find a regiment with the word venerable
Yeah,
in
he
and
wasn't
make it
asking.
that one now.
He wasn't
Okay,
asking.
no.
buddy.
I'll separate. I'm going to give you a clue. It's 3 words.
3 words. Okay.
So
Okay.
these guard regiments get a bit wordy. So it's 3 words. All of them are individual words. There's no adjoining words. So the first word, we're not counting this as clue territory. I'm just breaking down the words. So the first word is made up of these Gretchen killers fire a 47. How does that start? And then the second one is, sounds like that film from the 80s about the man with the Cyclops mate who threw a glaive around, plus it protects your brain. Which is, but that's the second word. And then the third word is, which is good because Kane's wrestling brother has cloned himself and now they're both coming to get you. And
Ben?
Rhys was very close with this. Ben, yes?
Maurice is very close. Ben, I'm for partial guess 47th.
No.
Yeah, I was right on the
Oh
nose.
no, I see what you mean, but it's not. It's not that. I know what you mean.
I knew it was but I just had to grab for the low-hanging fruit anyway.
Oh, Lapscallion just goddamn took a snipe. Oh, you know what? I can't give him the snipe because Primaris Painter got in there with a partial.
Oh, so
and
it's
then Lapscallion came in with the full guess. So it's going to be 2 victory points to Primaris Painter and 1 victory point for Lapscallion, who took the completion guess.
Jeez.
Boom.
Okay, so I must say I am not close.
Yeah. So I'll break down the clue a little bit. So I'll go in the middle bit because I think the middle bit can get you. I gave you 2 ways to get this. The first one is it sounds like that 80s film about the man with the Cyclops mate who threw a glaive around. If you don't know what that film is, the second part is, plus it protects your brain.
Helmet.
No.
Ben, helmet.
Oh, Rhys.
The way you said helmet. Yes, skull. but helmet. No, Ben. Helmet.
But he said his name first. I got it. I got what he was doing.
But no, it is skull, so that's 1 victory point for a partial.
Ben. Under partial. Skull takers?
That's a partial, so that's a 1 victory point for you, for both of you, because we've got an odd, obviously, number of things here.
Rhys,
okay, before he guesses, I just had to say something. So, current rules, there's 1 point.
So there's 1 point for the first partial guess, which was skull. So you don't actually get a point unless you complete it now.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So takers is correct, but you have to get the full 1 to complete it. So the partial guess, it's only the first time we get a partial out there, I'm afraid.
Okay, interesting.
Rules is written.
Rhys, is it the Grot Skull Takers?
It's not the Grot Skull Takers. So, I'll go back to the clues in the first bit. Ben.
Orc Skull Takers.
It's not the Orc Skull Takers. So, you. What is a famous gun that ends 47?
Ben?
AK.
Ben, yeah?
Never mind. I take it back.
So, the first part, these Gretchen killers, they are things that are piloted by Gretchen, and they start, well, they might be piloted by Orc sometimes, but I believe sometimes they are piloted by Gretchen, but they start with killer.
Ben?
Rhys.
Yeah, take it.
So
okay, Rhys.
The Kanzak Skull Takers?
It's so close, I'm going to give it to you. It's the Kanak Skull Takers.
Oh, yeah, I put the S in. The Kanak. The old Kanaks.
Okay.
The old
Kanaks.
Right in the
This is the Kanak Skull Takers are the regiment. They are raised from a volcanic racked feral world of Kanak, so that's obviously where the name comes from. And they're basically fierce barbarian tribes, and they're kind of Katachan-esque. They're closer. They more closely resemble Ogren than a baseline human in like size and attitude. So they're kind of known for their talent for slaughter. And they're kind of ferocious combatants. But yeah, so they tried to, basically the Imperial Guard tried to teach these guys the civilized way to do combat. So that if they go back to their home world of Kanak, they could like be a civilizing influence on the rest of the population. But they use a lot of Ogren and Rough Riders in their regimental formations. They're kind of quite, but they don't use a lot of las guns. They basically use like close combat. They find like cultists, like close combat weapons and las pistols.
Interesting.
And a lot of flamers.
You could do some cool stuff with those. The new Berserker cultists sound like they could be very
The Jackals. That's, you know what? I went into my shop to see if they had my pre-order. They didn't, but I did buy some Corn Berserkers, and I saw the Jackals, and I was like, "Ooh, they would look cool." And I did very closely.
Nice.
Very closely got it.
So just to recap, currently who's winning this competition?
After who's
After
winning
one
season
round?
3?
Can we
After I won season 2
Can we just
by a
quickly,
landslide.
Can we just quickly just a quick score recap for those playing at home, Russ?
Currently,
Yep, please.
Rhys
Yes.
got the first partial guess, getting himself 1 victory point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but you didn't get that without clues, and then you did get the completion guess for an additional victory point. So it is 2 victory points to Rhys in season 3.
Well, guys, this was a great practice round. I got to run. Really good. I love the new rules. I got some notes. I'll get to you. Rhys, good showing, man.
Thanks,
You
man.
really showed some improvements since last season.
Thank you.
But yeah, great practice round. Great practice round. Looking forward to when season 3 actually goes live next time we record. Per my email that I'm sure you guys probably got.
But your people
but anyways, gotta go. Actually, my wife.
Before you go, let me just quickly play you out.
What's playing right now?
I see Lisa's Russ.
No, it's my song.
Oh, really? You know what? You know what?
Did it not work? Did it not come through?
Season 3. No, it didn't. As season 3, I would like to formally change my name to The Landslide.
Yeah.
And as the incredible song goes, the landslide will take you down. Those are the words I leave you with. Somebody make a graphic for that. Love everybody. Goodbye. Good night. Bye-bye.
See you, man.
See you later, bye.
Oh, God. Now I'm going to fix it.
And with that, the landslide has gone. So we do have a second Legion of Russ. Yeah, so I guess we can round this off as a practice one, and we can do Rhys versus the people. The people versus Rhys.
I'm 100% gonna make a little thing to play. Like, oh, good God, it's just me now. Oh God, oh no, oh no, oh no, now, oh God. It's just me now. It's
just you. It's you now. Now it's just me.
There we go.
We've merged together.
Yeah, there we go. So I didn't realize you could overlay each other like that. That was creepy. I'm definitely going to have to make a little intro music sting, which is Rhys versus the people. I think I'm definitely going to have to do that. And we'll roll that when it's... But in the meantime, let's do Rhys versus the people, and I'll just roll it up over the regular...
Roll it up over itself.
Good luck to us. We'll only say this once. It's finally time for Legions of Russ.
Hey.
Oh, and we're back with Legions of Russ Season 3, although this is a bonus Legion of Russ. Rhys versus the people. So we're us.
That's a bit of Law and Order music.
So, we've got another guard regiment here. So, again, if you're guessing at home, your name is your buzzer. Come in when you think you have it. First person to get a partial guess will get a victory point. If that is without clues, you get 2 victory points. And then the completion guess will get you another victory point. And if you do that full guess, so partial without clues and then the completion without clues, you get a total of 4 victory points. So here is the second Legions of Russ. Rhys, are you ready?
Let's do it, baby.
Let's do it. Let's go. Sounds like the Marvel villain who made the Sentinels mixed in with the shouty raiders that Anakin slaughtered. Never eat this if it's yellow. Well, damn. Kate Bush's pooches are back. I'm going to read it slowly as if Ben was here.
Please.
Sounds like the Marvel villain who made the Sentinels mixed in with the shouty raiders that Anakin slaughtered. Never eat this if it's yellow. Well, damn, Kate Bush's pooches are back. I'm going to go to the chat to see if anyone is still... Oh! Well, there's some guesses coming through. No one's got it so far. It's close, Ali, but it's not quite there.
My X-Men lore to who created the Sentinels. Because in my head,
It's an odd one.
At first, because at first I went Ultron, but no, Ultron created like the Ultron bots. And then in my head, I'm like Sentinel, wasn't it like just Sentinel Prime or something like that? Or
Yes, so there was I was going to say a famous, but obviously only if you know it. So there's a like a family of people who.
Yes, I do know. Yes.
So it's the surname of that family that kind of made it.
Yes, because they were mutant.
The first name is amazing. Yes.
Yes.
I believe. I think Danny is gonna get. It's very close. It's so close. You know what? If you were Ben or Rhys, I'd probably. You're very close. Laps Galleon got it. And you know what? He got it without clues, because I was just about to say that I don't think I can give Danny the point because he's just the wrong vowel in there.
Ooh.
But Lapscallion has just sniped it for the 4 victory points. So I do believe he's on 5 victory points for this round of Legions of Russ. Woo! That's some fire. That is some fire. Go for it, Rhys.
Let me wade into it. Me versus the people.
Let's go into it.
Second part.
I mean, you've already lost.
Is the second part Ice Dogs?
You know what? It's weird. You're so close on both of those, but wrong.
Both
as well.
incorrect.
Both are incorrect, but you are
It would be Snow Dogs. No, but one's wrong. So that's wrong as well. So it's Snow something.
Yes.
So not.
I mean, you're there. So, if that helps you at all. When I was a child, running night, baby following me.
I don't know at any point in my life that would have helped me, but I appreciate it.
The love calling. The dogs. It's not dogs.
I don't know the song.
Yeah, no, I realize you're not a big fan of the music quizzes, which is why I throw them in there so much. So there's a famous song called "The Somethings of Love," and if you remember, we had this when it was
the Snowhounds.
The Snowhounds, that's the one. So now we're just looking for the first section.
I had
mixed
the Creedskin.
You went for Victor Creed, which is Sabretooth.
Then it's
Sabretooth's dad. That's from the. Did you watch the animated series?
Yeah, the animated series. That's how I know he's the mutator.
He's the family. Yeah, no, they're the mutant family, but they're related to Creed. No, it's similar.
Who worked on the Weapon X program as well. That's the name I'm after, isn't it?
Yes. So his first name, we're in Clue territories. His first name, I think, is Bolivar. Which is such a weird name. Oliver.
No wonder he's so mad.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a mad kid. I'm gonna call him Bolivar.
And I can see, although the Wolverine movie is terrible, I can see the actor that plays that guy, like from that family.
They did. It was the guy who plays.
He's in the X-Men movie. Sorry, it's not the terrible Wolverine movie. It's from one of the X-Men movies.
Yeah, it's the Days of Future Past. Yeah. It's played by Peter Dinklage. That's the one, Peter Dinklage. I think it is that character. I'm pretty sure it's Bolivar something.
Yeah. So the second part is Tuscan or part of Tuscan. So it's an attachment.
I'm gonna give you a clue. It is Tuscan. So you mix that in. Basically, you slam fit that into the guy's name. I can do you a different one. So you can slam the Raiders into a long haul vehicle type thing.
Truck.
Truck. Yeah, you could probably slam them in together.
I don't know if that's helping.
The slam words don't really help because it is kind of nuts. How close are you?
It's just, I reckon it's just that guy's surname. I just can't remember that guy's surname.
So it's like if you had a job to do, you might say that you have a
list,
like but a something list a 4-letter word, a something list.
Shit list.
A shit list. That's his name. Bolivar Shit.
List. Oliver Shit.
It's Bolivar Shit, and the name of the Legion. It's the shit. It's the Shitkin Raiders.
Shitkin Snowhounds.
The Shitkin Raider Snowhounds. That is what they are, and you do not want to see their regimental colours.
Not a to-do list, because that doesn't work. Oliver to do.
No, if you have jobs to do, if you're given jobs to do, it's another way of saying jobs. But his name, you throw an R in, basically.
Work.
Beginning with a T.
Twist. Oliver Twist. I don't know where that came from. Sorry.
Oliver Twist.
Oliver Twist. This is shit. This one's really. I know it's so simple, and I'm going to be so mad. And I'm sure the chat is really.
If you've got big T.
Task.
Yeah, a task list.
Yes.
So throw an R in there, close to the beginning.
Trask.
Bolivar Trask. And if you slam Trask in with Tuscan Raider, what might you get?
Truscan?
That's the one.
Oh, fuck.
Truscan Snowhounds.
Holy shit. My lexicon for Imperial Guard regiments, it's now a very different word game. I like it. Yeah. It's exciting. It's different. That was embarrassing, though. So let's tell us some more.
I mean, Lapscallion got you there. So they basically emulate the Cadian shock troopers. So they're a militarum regiment. They drill precision, and they're quite kind of the classic, kind of more classic Cadian shock troopers, essentially.
Sounds like they're like being an ultramarine successor chapter.
Yeah, basically, it feels like it's the Iron Snakes. It's the Snow Snakes. They use their same tactics and uniforms pretty much, but they're recruited from specific tribes that have mastered the art of winter warfare long ago. So they're very hardy, and they're renowned for their keen vision, I guess, because they've got to see over lots of white terrain and pick out details, and it's quite blinding looking in the snow. So they've got very good snipers and sharpshooters, essentially, as their whole deal is they've got good snipers, good sharpshooters, good vision, and they're quite hardy as regiments go. But they're essentially Cadian shock trooper wannabes. But they look really cool. I really do. I like their kind of uniform. It's basically a snow version of the Cadian shock troopers. So instead of being the drab and the grey and the green, it's kind of like a white with kind of blue fatigues. It's very cool. But yeah, I quite like them as they're a cool looking unit.
I dig it. Yeah. I dig it a lot. I'm thoroughly embarrassed. I'm just was catching back up on the chat. Everyone's done very well in the chat. Lapscallion's still flying the Melburnian flag, which is fantastic. There you go. So you haven't pointed out. Apparently the Truscans are in the 8th edition Codex. Unfortunately, I don't have that one. I've got the. Oh, maybe I do. Actually, maybe I do up there. I don't know. I'll read it next time. I'll read my guard codex.
Next time.
I'm going to
prepare yourself next time.
Brushing up next time because that.
Well, it's not. It might not be regiments next time. I might throw in a cult. I might throw in some Xenos factions. I was going to do.
The world's not ready.
Sealer cults.
Oh, geez, I might at least be a bit better with that. That was. I mean.
I don't think there's as many. I think I was going to do a
cult shelf thing.
I was going to throw you an Australian one and be like, when strange things happen, you might go around this and be like,
twist.
Twist. Yeah.
I love that.
Did you heard the word?
One of the best intro songs going around.
Oh, man, it's so cool. I still remember the episode where they got that weird hat that anything it looked at, they could do it. And he was running with the plane to jump off the pier to fly.
Yes.
And the hat's eyes open, saw a bird, and it just flew him away.
Yeah.
And it was just like, and he won. I was like, yes. We used to watch that all the time. That was our favorite kids show.
Such a banger of a show. So good.
Such a good show. The twists.
I guess after that, so the people won again, but I beat Ben, which is the more important thing. So I guess do we just play it up over?
We play it up over itself.
Good luck to us. We'll only say this once. It's finally time for Legions of Russ.
Love it. Well,
Love it.
I think it's time to put a fork in us. We got the surprise Ben guest on his own show. That surprised me, coming live from the car. We thought it was just going to be us. We were preparing. We had notes for padding and space filling, but our man on the ground from KTO was able to come in and give us the hot goss, which was fantastic.
Give us the skinny. Give us the lowdown from the horse's mouth. From the Momoan mouth.
Straight from the Momoan mouth.
From the Momoan mouth.
So we will be back next week, and we will endeavor to do our best. I won't say there'll be no technical issues because that's a lie, but we're going to do our best to make sure we hit our scheduled Monday night for our UK and US viewers, and Tuesday morning for the Auslanders. We're going to be doing our best to hit that schedule. Yeah, so that we'll be doing our best to hit that time. Thank you to our new followers today: Bourbon Buck, Razor Ray 1985, and Dr. D, Mr. Bishop 1980. We appreciate those follows. Thank you to the chat. As always, you guys make me laugh, and distract me when I'm always looking off to the side there to read things that are funny. Annoyed you guys beat me, but as always, Russ, thanks for taking the time.
Well, thank you, Rhys. It's been a good one. We aside from the tech difficulties at the beginning, which I might not cut, I might leave in for the joy,
chaos.
For the joy of people, the joy of the pod. Just have people come in on that journey with us. Come in on that journey.
I don't want to relive it.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run a bath. And I'm going to pour over my Morok book and find ways of fine tuning my blooded kill team.
Get them ready,
baby. Oh yeah, get them ready.
Tournament Taskmaster.
Tournament time coming in March, coming in hot.
Awesome. All right. Thanks again, everyone. We will see you next time on the Kill Team Casuals.
A huge shout out from us to our patrons who help keep everything going. So a big shout out to Kill Team Ken, Roscoe88, Justin Kung, TS Freebooter, Vulture B, Average Joe 27, Kill Team Cascadia, Craig F. Lincoln, George, Alan Chapman, Hillux, Swanky McMofo, Stooge Co, Admiral Rudy, Michael Richards, Gordon Ballantyne, Dave B, Io Adrian, Storm Al, Brady, and Jack Whittington. Legends one and all.